want to get your opinion on something. It's my business card. I decided to get a new one, too.
Zebec Network posted that little clip under the heading, Once You Go Black. I found that amusing. Let's talk about Zebec Network.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.
Hi, I'm DKWILL, and this is DK. We'll talk about it. Zebec Network is a decentralized infrastructure network for seamless flows of real-world value. Seems to play right into the Internet of Things to me. It seems very reminiscent of this company here, which is very popular with us XRPers, Ripple. And Zebec Network also moves value, and you'll notice it says real-time payroll and cross-border remittances is one of the many products that they offer. And when you click on their products, they have Zebec cards, real-world asset payments, DePIN, and Zebec vaults. And then scrolling down on this page here, we see they have a Zebec Silver, where you can spend crypto anytime, anywhere, instantly. That sounds so much like AMP. All these financial technology companies, that's Bogey. Bogey's the parrot. Bogey's going to die soon if he keeps this up. And then we have Zebec Black, reloadable and limitless. And then, of course, the DePIN network. And I described briefly in the last video what DePIN is. I'll describe it again on this video when I look it up, because I can't say it out of my own words. Interoperable blockchain infrastructure and a Zebec point of sale device. And the reason I'm showing Zebec is because Zebec is a new addition to the crypto markets, at least as far as awareness goes. Proof of stake device. They've actually been around for about a year. And if you look at their all-time chart, it was around April 16th of last year that they came on board. And man, there's noise coming at me from everywhere. One moment, please. And while I'm trying to get a handle on all this noise coming at me from every direction, why not take time to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications so that you can enjoy more of DK Will Talk About It. We'll see if it goes down just a little bit here. But it says around the world, blockchain technology is being adopted at a rapid pace. Zebec is helping to create a future where money and value move freely, giving individuals, businesses, investors, and teams faster and easier access to funds and tokens. And that's the key, folks. Just like the internet, cryptography and crypto coins and cryptocurrencies and crypto technology is going to have to become more and more user friendly. And I believe Zebec Network is going to contribute greatly to that user friendliness. Now, I mentioned that I would actually speak a little bit on it to give a better explanation. And there is an article where I actually originally ran into that clip about Zebec Network. And it had that clip in there. And it says that Zebec Network has entered the market with a bold vision to revolutionize financial transactions through instant, seamless token transfers. The platform's native token, ZBCN, stands out with its strong utility, offering three distinct use cases that enhance the project's ecosystem. I've covered those distinct use cases, but it goes on to say it's built for speed and efficiency, decentralized financial infrastructure that facilitates real-time token transfers. Whether for business transactions, payroll automation, or liquidity management, Zebec ensures instant execution without intermediaries or processing delays. Now, as we read on about this, there was something else that I thought was important to take note about Zebec, and something I think is important to remember, or at least be cognizant of, taken from the white paper on Zebec Network. And when you look in the white paper under Zebec Network today, it says it's decentralized infrastructure network for real-world value flows, founded in 2021, has quickly established itself as a key player in the DeFi sector, attracting 35 million in investments from notable firms such as Circle, Coinbase, Solana Ventures, Briar Capital, Republic, and Lightspeed Ventures. And even when you go to their website, which is where I'm at for the white paper, and you take note of the monthly users calculated, the payroll enterprises, and particularly those companies scrolling along the bottom of the page there. And you get an inkling of who they're dealing with. One that stood out to me was Solana. And let's not forget that when Trump announced his strategic crypto reserve, it included Solana. And Zebec Network is closely tied with Solana. And in fact, when I looked at their company's um, players team, I noticed something interesting too. Lily Liu, president of the Solana Foundation. Point is, Zebec crypto blockchain has a very bright future. And the network's backbone is the token. And its utility extends beyond payment streams, reaching into integration with real world infrastructure and decentralized physical networks. DePIN. And I mentioned I would describe what DePIN is again. Let's do that real quick. Right here. It combines decentralized systems where participants offer the resources of their physical devices for monetization. These solutions enable benefits from unused computing power and are more advantageous than their centralized counterparts. So it's infrastructure. DePIN operates on a sharing economy model similar to Uber. Drivers offer their physical resources, the cars and transportation services for which they are compensated. The Uber app acts as an intermediary connecting both parties, taking a commission. And so it interlinks the monetary system. It's almost like an aggregator, but it's more than an aggregator. It's a broker. It brings buyers and sellers together, so to speak. And so that's going to come in very handy down the road with the operations of the infrastructures behind the new monetary system. And so when you think of Zebec Network, the decentralized infrastructure network for seamless flows of real world value, in other words, and I remember seeing a sign 2 years ago on a McDonald's. You can go to work and you don't have to wait till Tuesday or Friday or 2 weeks or every other week or monthly or whatever your pay time frame is. You can literally get paid real time as you're working and earn your money. And how fast and how real is really up to you, um, and obviously your employer. But more importantly, I want to bring attention to the unusual potential right now for Zebec Network to find its real value. And just imagine if Zebec Network finds a value similar to XRP and it goes from this place, much like XRP did from 0006, right? And that's very possible. So that's why I wanted to do this video. I wanted to bring attention to the Zebec Network, which is changing the way money moves, and that's happening globally with many players, not just Ripple. And I had a thought about Ripple. I had a thought about dinars a long time ago. And when I had a thought about gold and silver a long time ago. And in a group of individuals that I've been communicating with now for about 8 years, I mentioned to them that a lot of it becomes distractions and it gets you tied up. And some people were tied up following the Iraqi dinar, waiting for it to happen. Here it hasn't, it's going to, but it hasn't yet. But in the meantime, money was being made in other areas. One of those areas, bogey, that has gone from a $300 billion market cap, total market, to a $3.3 trillion was crypto. And I mentioned that to them. Another I mentioned was gold and silver. Back when gold was like $1,300 an ounce and silver was maybe 27 or 13. It was low, very low. And I mentioned get some gold and silver. And so what I'm saying is there are distractions out there that people have to lose the lottery ticket mentality. And if you want to be an investor and you want to make money, you have to look for the opportunities. And the opportunities are not going to happen by staring at one tree in the forest waiting for it to sprout more branches. When there's trees popping up all around, creating a bigger and bigger forest, and Zebec Network is a part of that forest. That forest of decentralized finance that is emerging globally for the new monetary system. So, that's all I wanted to talk about. I need to get a video out. I hope you like, I hope you subscribe, and I hope you come back to DK Will Talk About It. And here comes the noise again. Now my phone's going off. Well, I've talked about it. Have a wonderful day.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.